Okay. Okay, kids, here we go. Welcome.
Hi, America.
Oh, I have an interesting comment. Oh, and
Welcome to Angel and the Wiz.
welcome to Angel and the Wiz. Get this.
Taken for granted, never ever wondered.
Get this. I realize that sometimes people must watch the show in the morning.
Why?
And just cause I'm just guessing that
Oh,
people
that some
watch it.
people-
The people who watch it
some
on
people
YouTube could watch it at any
Get
time.
up in the morning and YouTube us and
Yes.
get their daily dose of
Of
Angel
whatever
and
it
the
is,
Wiz.
yes,
Yeah.
their daily dose. So today I have coffee. For those of you that are watching us in the morning, I have coffee rather than a soda or anything else.
You got anything else in that coffee?
Nah, just
Okay,
coffee,
just
sugar.
coffee.
Oh God, too much too. So let me see, where can we begin? Oh, and I have the times.
I had a comment about
2250.
I do have a comment about Obama healthcare.
Okay, go on.
Because I know that I think you're not a big fan of it. I haven't.
No.
I don't think I've really gauged your.
I think it's absolutely a
Okay.
travesty.
So they
Because
have.
it's about power, not
I don't know.
healthcare.
There's something in the healthcare thing about birth control, and I
Uh-huh.
know we've had this conversation
Yes.
before.
Okay.
And I just kind of was like, I waved it off as insignificant
Right.
because I'm on birth control, as
Right.
yeah, everybody knows, but
Right.
I pay for it. I have health insurance. No
Right,
big deal.
right.
So recently, my birth control pills have been switched.
Right.
And I had given the doctor's office gave me 2 free
Sample.
packs,
Right.
and then a prescription for 2 more packs.
Right.
And it was one of those let's see how this works out.
Right,
And they give
right,
you
right.
2 free packs. See how the first 2 months work. If
Right.
they work great, then fill the prescription.
Okay.
If they don't work and you find yourself going crazy, then
Right.
forget the prescription and refill your other and call us and we'll
Right.
fix it.
Okay.
So they've been working great. So
Okay,
in
great.
January, I had to do the first refill, the first
Okay.
the prescription in. And when I had first gotten the prescription, I had
Right.
called my insurance company to
Right.
find out how much my copay was,
Right.
and they said my copay was going to be $60. Yes.
What?
Yes, and I just said, okay, well, now I have to budget because this is
It's a tremendous amount of money.
it's a tremendous amount of money. They don't offer a generic version, but I think for my sanity, I can find a way to get $60 a month.
Okay.
Because
A month?
A month, $60 a month. So I just say, okay.
I thought that.
So, wait. So, that was back in November, December when I had first gotten the prescription,
Well, I'm
but I
just-
didn't need to fill it.
Well, I thought that
So-
clown, that girl, that whatever, she wanted free birth control for everybody.
So anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
So then I go online to it says, oh, you get a discount card, and so you go online and you get a discount card. So now my payment went from $60 to $25, I believe.
Oh, that's better.
Which is fine.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, that's fine. So I had my little discount card for this, and I took that in and their thing, and then I went to pick up the prescription.
Right.
And it said what I was going to have to pay was actually supposed to be $89.99, and it changed. Okay, so now I'm like, so I hand them all my stuff, and they said, oh, it's $0. I said, I'm sorry, and I actually laughed. And the lady,
Right.
she goes, here you go, it's, and I hand her my card, thinking, oh my God, whatever. And
Right.
she goes, oh no, it's, I just print out the receipt because there's no cost to you. And I went, ha, that's funny.
Right.
No, seriously, how much? And she goes, no, that's really no cost. And I was like, yeah, can you get your pharmacist here? Because I want to confirm this. And
Right.
so he looks it up in the system, and he says, well, under the new Obamacare Act, it's free. And I couldn't have been more grateful. Not that because now that's $89.99.
Right.
That as much as I desperately need to have that,
Right.
and I would find a way
Sure.
to get that money
Right.
to pay for it, because
Right.
like I said, when you have your sanity at stake,
Right.
there's no cost. I don't care how much the cost is, I'll find a way.
Right.
I was like, well, I'm extremely grateful for Obamacare right now
Yeah.
because
Well, you should be.
financially, it's a great thing.
You don't owe him anything. What you do is you owe all the people that pay for your medicine. Those are the ones you should thank.
Well, I have
not
health
this guy.
I mean, I have health insurance.
That's
I'm
not the
assuming
point.
that some of that costs.
Anything that you get
But-
for free is paid for by somebody. Okay, and I think a fair, like a $2 or $6, $4 copayment, something like that, that would have been fine. But
And like I said, I'd be willing to. I was gonna
Well-
pay whatever it took because, like I said, you can't put.
that's because Sandra Fluck wanted to
You
be
can't-
able to make
but-
love for free. She didn't want to have to pay for her own birth
See, and
control.
I'm not about the whole make love for free thing. It's for me, it's the
Oh, so that's
the
fine.
hormone imbalance, and I know
Right.
we've had conversations about
yeah,
this.
no,
that
it's
it was
important.
getting out of hand,
Right.
and you know when my boyfriend, love him to death, says, "Honey, you need to go to a doctor because you're not right," then like stuff's out of whack. So
Right.
yeah, so I was
I get that a
extremely
lot.
grateful. But I was extremely grateful for that. I mean, like I said, I'd find a way. I had the discount card. I
Right.
had everything ready to, you know. And
Well.
it said right on the your insurance saved you $89.99, and I was like,
Right. And
Holy
what do we get for
smokes.
free? What do guys get for free?
prostate exam.
Probably nothing. My guess is. Anyway.
Okay, sorry, that was
No-
my little.
No, there's not sorry. You're
I think
this-
but that's the first time I've ever. A lot of the stuff, I feel that a lot of the stuff that politics has been talking about with the healthcare system and
Right.
whatnot has been for people who don't have health care.
Right.
You know, and or people who don't have jobs. You know, it's like I have a job that provides health insurance, so I've never really been directly
Right.
impacted by all of that hoopla.
that stuff, right?
Yeah, but this was the first time that there was a direct impact, and like I said, I was kind of grateful that I didn't have to pay $89.99.
Well, I'm sure, especially
So-
when you've got such an inflated price, you know,
Yeah.
so that makes it really look even worse. Well, anyway, let me see. What should I say? Oh, this is show 101. Okay, this is your 101st show.
Yes.
It seems like we should have like a party cake or something on the form for show 104.
Which is in 3
3
weeks.
weeks.
3 weeks,
That's 3
because
weeks.
I can't count. I can't add 52 and 52.
Well, you know, these are things. You get used to this after a while. We won't mention your math teacher. Okay.
We tape on the weekend. My brain is on vacation.
I got you. This week and next week, our act is going to be Glenn Mack,
Okay.
who is my piano player, the guy that did all the wonderful music that you heard on the Christmas Carol records. Okay, well, in sometime like that, a while back, I worked with an NBC field producer named Eddie Pierce. Really nice guy, and we met him kind of at the end of his adventure, and we did a show together called Big City Rockin' Sports. For the past 2 weeks, they have been seeing Colleen McGrath, okay, and Jane Doe. So this week and next week, we're going to have Glenn Mack. Now, in this particular case, this week is called No More Sad Songs. Next week is Running Away From Your Heart. These are songs that Glenn wrote, okay? So he's not just performing them, he wrote them as well.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, and he did a really, really good job, and so I just wanted to say that.
You got some chicken scratch.
I have chicken scratch, and I have assorted.
Oh my goodness! You
Yes.
have 2 pages of chicken scratch.
Yes, look it. It says no one
One.
man should be able to divide our country, no matter who it is. And we should not give anybody that much power to take over our 11th floor for free. And I'm just saying that because it's been very, very disheartening. Well, I mean, I've decided, seeing as we're doing the campaign, no more personal attacks on anybody, okay, even that guy. But I have to say that he missed a tremendous opportunity.
With
He
the
could have done so much.
sequestration stuff.
Not just that. This was his idea. He ran from it. He didn't want anything to do with it. He's such a coward. It's such a shame. But be that as it may, and he goes out and he says all these horrible things are going to. Do you want to know about the sequestration? The thing that they don't ride enough on the sequestration is, this is just a decrease in an increase. In other words, if you were getting $10, you're getting $10.05. With the sequestration, you're getting $10.03. But you were only getting $100. Now you're getting more.
Yeah.
You're just not getting as much more. I mean, it's
I know
the
that
government. They're the only place in the world they say a cut is not getting as
I was
much.
reading from the AP, my little AP mobile app, which is my news source of.
I think Tina has that too.
And they were talking about some things that were impacted by the sequestration,
Right.
and they said that food safety inspectors.
Right, and this is all. They're all. That's all lies.
Yeah,
It's all phony.
they said something about the education. There's something about if you are have a school. Let's say you have a school district,
Right.
okay, and part of your school district includes a military base. So they don't have if it's a military base in the U.S.
Right.
They don't always have schools on
The base
bases
themselves. Right.
They'll
They'll send their kids there.
so they'll send their kids to whatever is the locally zoned public school, but because that often means that there's an increase of children,
Right.
because that base harbors so many,
Right.
that the government provides financial assistance to those school districts
Right.
to pay for partial salaries of some teachers that
Whatever,
are needed,
right,
and they
that's
said
right.
that funding is going to decrease. So
Okay, and that's-
next,
it's
but so
all
that
lies.
if it's not fixed, if the sequestration issue is not fixed by the end of this school year, then it's going to impact the next school year.
Okay.
And I was just like, and I was reading through it because like I said, I wanted to
Right.
having finally been an impact by some laws
Right.
and whatever. With
Right.
I wanted to see what kind of impact some of this might have. None of it's really going to have an impact on me, but I was just like, oh,
but
interesting.
it's all.
It seems like everyone's playing a big.
It's all lies. It's all lies. You can't have. Listen, everything that's running now is going to have more money. They're just not going to have as much more money.
Yeah.
So how can anything get cut? I mean, this is just. And the sad thing,
It
another
just
thing
looks
that's
kinda
really
weird.
sad.
And they're like, oh, the
This-
FAA, the air traffic
Yeah,
controllers
oh,
are
right,
to
right,
furlough.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know
That's
what?
all
Chicago is not going to let you shut down a runway.
And not just that, but the thing that another thing that is not harped upon because the media works for this guy, is that he decides what things get cut, and he could choose things that are double, the extra added on, things that maybe aren't functioning as well. Excuse me. But he goes through and looks for the things that he thinks will hurt enough, because right now he doesn't care about any of this. He's trying to hurt the Republican Party because they're the only people that stand in his way, and this is the kind of guy he is, and that's sad. But excuse me. Anyway,
Okay. What else do you got on that chicken scratch?
I think we should focus more on and I don't know if this is political or not, but we need to educate adults and explain how America works to those people in the Latin American and black communities so they can prosper. In other words, people keep saying that the Latin Americans all vote for Democrats and the blacks all vote for Democrats. Well, they haven't. Neither one of them has made any progress voting for the Democrats for the past X amount of years. All the cities that are in trouble have Democratic mayors, and so that it came up with, well, why aren't they voting for the Republicans? And this is me. I'm talking as an independent, but what I would say to the Republicans, if they want to reach out to these communities, don't target them as communities, because I don't believe in that. I believe in we're all
have to target them
Americans,
as
period.
people.
Target them as people that may not know the best way to use the things that are here in America. Educate them on how America works, how important it is to be self-reliant, how you get ahead in America. In other words, that's where I would be focusing my attention. That I would be trying to get education into those areas, okay, so they understand why America is the great country that it is, because it offers these people the same opportunity, but nobody's telling them that. Everybody's telling them, well, yeah, I got to give you do food stamps, or I got to give you this, or I got to give you that. You can't make it on your own. That's not how America was. We crossed this country in covered wagons. Okay, we weren't afraid of working hard. We
Almost like you
weren't
have to
afraid
have
of
a-
doing it for ourselves.
You have to have an education center, but it needs to be, I don't know how else to describe it. but you need to have you need to put in education centers, education programs, education centers in these areas.
And you know what else? And to tag into that, I have down here, educate all the people using heavy TV and radio. Okay, the fact of the matter is that let's have PSAs on how America works. Let's start running stuff on stations where people will see it. Because now, if it ain't, we have really reached that point where if it's not on TV, it don't exist. You know what I mean? It has to be on TV.
You have to put a PSA on MTV when they have that, 16 and pregnant show or teen mom or whatever.
Right.
Like that's when you have to do some of these PSAs and stuff like that. Because that's where
people are watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and I think that's the most effective way to do it. Run those spots in the appropriate shows, and run the Spanish ones on the Spanish stations, and run ones that can appeal to Black Americans on those stations, and not in a dividing way. You know where I come from.
No.
I come, just in a generic way, but something that will appeal to them.
You're looking at the demographic. We're having an issue with the food. Let's just use food stamps. We're having an issue with food stamps. Well, demographically, we know food stamps are primarily in the Latin community and the Latino community and the Black community.
Right.
Like that just seems that demographically that's where we know that they are.
Right.
Well, we also know that they tend to when you look at that community, that demographic, they watch these types of shows.
Yes,
well,
right.
Then let's show that. Let's do a PSA on food stamps or getting out of food stamps, whatever it is.
That's right. Yes.
On those shows for that demographic.
We need to lead the way through the media now, because the media is not going to help America. The media is they are in bed with the Democratic Party. There's nothing we can do about it. But rather than sit around and cry about it, let's do something about it. Let's design our own spots, and that's all they do. Let's just design our own spots, put them on TV, and go with it. I mean, I think, I really truly believe in that. There is a place called Hillsdale College, and I guess it's online. I guess it's hillsdalecollege.com. And they have a series there. It's called the Heritage Series, I believe. And it teaches you about the Constitution and the country and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to throw that out there. hillsdalecollege.com. Then they have the Heritage Series and the Constitution and stuff like that. Okay, good. So I want to go down that road. And I wanted to say, at some point, we want to repeat our 20 points on our cabinet. I haven't done it again on the show.
We should do that next show.
Next show?
Yeah. Next week. We should do that next
week.
week.
Do it next week?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Do it next week so then we could, finish all of our topics of conversation this week in the 3 minutes we have left.
Oh, okay.
4 minutes we have left.
This is one that just annoys me. Okay?
What?
Product label. Now listen, everybody, you can look forward to this. When you get older, your eyes decay a little bit, okay, and it's okay, something's and that's been the history that I've seen in my life. Okay, so I have to have my glasses to read and stuff like that because just that part of your body changes. I, from time to time, am like most humans. I have microwave food, or I might have a TV dinner, which is also microwavable. And I see these packages, and they've got barcodes this big, they've got pictures, they've got all of this garbage all over the place, and the instructions to cook are this big.
Oh, I've seen that. That
What
drives me nuts.
is that? Are you people...
It takes me 5 minutes to find the instructions on the packaging.
I shouldn't need a magnifying glass to do the most important thing with your product. Now, I'm telling you, your product needs to be heated and processed to be used. You should have enough brains to understand that you have to be able to read that information. That should be almost the biggest information on your box. So especially for older folks like myself, seniors, but everybody. I mean, she's not a senior.
You can't call yourself a senior.
No,
that hurts
yeah,
your chances.
Well, but
Hurts your campaign.
Okay.
You don't want a senior citizen in the office.
Well, no, we need adults. That's our problem. We have the boy child in there.
You are a wise adult.
Okay,
You are not a senior citizen. Wise adult.
Okay, I'll take that. But the point that I'm trying to make to you people that process and package these foods is that you are not serving your audience. You know, I work at a place where they not often enough wonder, not enough do they find out what the end user thinks of what they've done. So for you people that are in the frozen food business, I am sharing with you an observation from people that use your product. Your product would be more user-friendly if we could read the instructions without needing a magnifying glass. It's like a card. A friend of mine worked for this tremendously big, wonderful company, and they had an egg-color card, you know, it's a soft white card, with light gray small writing. Okay? You know what you do with a card like that? You clean stuff up and you throw it away because it's not usable. People sometimes they don't think. When you have a business card, the most important thing on that business card is your phone number or your
Well, and
website.
your company name.
Okay? Yeah, but the company name is always big, and then they have all these tiny little stuff. The purpose. Let's go over business cards 101, kids. Okay, when you have a business card, the reason you give it out is because you want people to get in touch with you. So, the easiest thing to read on a good business card, besides the company name, is the way to contact the company. Because it don't do me any good to think, whoa, these guys seem like they're good. How can I reach them? Well, I can't because I don't have a 65-time magnifier to be able to read this. Put contrasting colors. Well, if you had a white card, you don't want to put light white writing on the card. You don't want thin lettering because it can't be seen. Well, it's those kind of. It's like people. You can always tell if the guy that designed the billboard you see on the side of the road was a professional or not. A professional knows on a billboard you can read about 4 words, maybe 5 words. That's it. You're driving down the road. You look over, you see, you come back. When you see a billboard that's got all of this writing on it, you know the guy that did it has no clue because you're not going to be able to read it all. It's just not going to be possible. So, anyways, I want to get that out because it's.
You good?
I feel much better.
Okay,
now.
I'm glad you feel
Yes,
better.
okay. Now we do. We got about a minute. This week's show closes with my very, very good friend, Glenn Mack. The song is called No More Sad Songs. He wrote it. He's performing it. This is from the Ed Pierce production of Big City Rockin' Sports. It was done many years ago. It's funny, I don't even remember how many years ago, but it was a while back.
A lot.
A lot of years, you know. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. And next week we'll redo the 20 points and the cabinet and stuff like that, and we'll have another song by Glenn. And let me see. I actually have. No, I don't. I have. Okay. Well, so I'll just say. Okay. I guess we're done.
I guess we're done.
I guess
That's
we're done.
funny.
So,
All right, America.
Okay.
Do something good every day and volunteer at your local animal shelter.
That's right. And live long and prosper and all that other good stuff from all the different sci-fi films.
There was a time in life I moved so slow, taking for granted all those things I know. I never believed in love or wishing on stars above, taking it down a lonely road, trying to find someone behind my lies. I never looked hard enough into your eyes. I didn't know myself, never a cry for help. I found all I had to do was try. So no more sad songs tonight. My love was written by the morning light. Oh, 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 no more sad songs. Now that I'm where I belong. you're around. No more sad songs tonight. My lover was written by the morning light. Oh, no more sad songs. Now that I'm where I belong. No more sad songs tonight. Well, there was a time in life I learned so slow. I took you for granted, girl, how could I know? Now I believe in love and wishing on stars above. I'm taking it